This video will cover Dlbcl. This one's a cool anchor. You can probably tell that I've been binge watching Harry Potter recently because look at this creature here. If you don't know what it's called, this is a basilisk. This creature is diffuse, it's large, and its name starts with a B. Put it all together and we can remember this video refers to Dlbcl. Dlbcl commonly presents as a rapidly enlarging nodal or extranodal mass. When extranodal, the most common site is the GI tract. This is also represented by this basilisk because wouldn't you agree that this creature is rapidly enlarging and it also has a tubular structure just like the GI tract? It also probably wants to eat this character here, which can be another way to remember GI tract. Dlbcl is usually positive for BCl2. This is represented by this pair of shoes here wrapped by a belt. Shoes sounds like the letter 2 and buckle sounds like BCl. Now let's get into the two main categories of Dlbcl: germinal center B cell phenotype and activated B cell, often shortened to ABC phenotype. Germinal center B cell phenotype is represented by the right side of the image here, which has a couple of bottles with the German flag on them. German will represent germinal center B cell phenotype since germinal sounds like German. Germinal center B cell phenotype is associated with BCl2 rearrangement, which is due to a translocation between chromosomes 14 and 18. To represent the number 14, there is a treasure chest here containing a fortune, and fortune sounds like 14. To represent the number 18, we have a tangerine next to the treasure chest because tangerine sounds like 18. To remember that this causes a BCl2 rearrangement, look at these mismatched shoes here that are tied with a belt. The fact that these shoes are mismatched will represent rearrangement. Now let's move on to the activated B cell phenotype. To represent the word activated, look at the video game this character is playing. It's made by Activision. Activision sounds like activated. Activated B cell phenotype is associated with the translocation between chromosomes 3 and X, which leads to a BCl6 rearrangement. Chromosome 3 is represented by the tree here since tree sounds like 3. Chromosome X is represented by this large red X on the Activision logo. Hey, this just worked out for this video. I have nothing against anyone. BCl6 is represented by this tree here having a belt wrapped around it and this pile of sticks. The belt represents BCl since BCl sounds like buckle. The pile of sticks represents the number 6 since sticks sounds like 6. The last thing we're going to talk about is how to differentiate Dlbcl from blastoid variant of mantle cell lymphoma. Dlbcl can be CD5 positive, which means we need to rule this entity out. This is often done by performing cyclin D1 IHC, which should be negative in Dlbcl and positive in blastoid variant of mantle cell lymphoma. Blastoid variant of mantle cell lymphoma is represented by this Blastoise Pokemon character wrapped in a blanket, or you could even call it a mantle. The fact that it's just dreaming about owning a bicycle and doesn't actually own one will represent negative cyclin D1 in Dlbcl.